everybody to Concord, the world's fastest half-mile tri-oval. Little track sure to offer up some excitement tonight, and it really does remind you of a mini Pocono. It has 3 very different turns with 3 different radiuses and 3 different bankings for each corner. Speaking of bankings, it goes from anywhere from 8 degrees to 14 degrees. When the race starts, there should be a full house, 8,000 people in the grandstands. And tonight, the guys over at Racing for a Cause are going to start their hashtag WreckRich Street Stock Cars up for 50 laps of fun. And the Almost Home and Back to Reality 50. That one's for you, Rick. We're just driving along in practice here tonight. Looks like we have about 11 and a half minutes to go of practice before we turn these cars loose and see what they can do on this track. It is tricky. It definitely is pushy. And if you don't realize that the corners are different, you're not going to drive them right. Sit back and listen to the cars for a little bit, and we'll get right back at you. All right, with that, it looks like practice is just about over. They're going to be kicking into some qualifying, so we're going to get ready for this. And we are back, ready for some Tuesday night excitement. Racing for a Cause going to start up their hashtag WreckRick Street Stock Cars for 50 laps of fun at Concord Speedway. The Little Pocono. As you can see, 5 turns. So this is truly a tri-oval. You have banking anywhere from 8 to 14 degrees. And the cars, I can tell you, I was in them last night just to try them out. They are tight. They get tighter as you run. And this should be very exciting to watch. What I'm looking forward to seeing is how are people going to pass? How are they going to pass clean? Are they going to pass clean? Look, the name of the series is the WreckRick Street Stocks. If you name something WreckRick Street Stocks, you got to believe something can happen. And looks like we just have just another one car to qualify here, so we'll watch him through a lap. This is Stacy Bedard. I believe this is his first week with us. Stacy had some engine trouble with his last car, finally got himself a new engine, and decided he was going to try out Racing for a Cause here in the Street Stock Division. When I say car, in this case, I actually mean computer. So good to have you on board with us, Stacy. Hope you have fun tonight. So the name of this race is going to be the Rick's Almost Home and Back to Reality 50. Co-owner of Racing for a Cause, Rick Hammond's been on vacation, so it's going to be pretty good to see him and see how he drives after having a week off. It'll probably not be much better than before. Love you, buddy. That cackling you hear in the background, that would be my wife. She's talking to some friends on the computer.
This is the same guy that until the show came out.
And it looks like the guys are getting ready to grid, so we'll see if we can take you through and see what the actual lineup is here.
this and be like, hey, I just got this awesome new catalog. Do you want to see if we can earn you some for free?
And here we go. So we got Troy Radford taking the pole. Patrick Smith, outside pole. That's a heck of a run for him. You can tell he was in practicing last night.
Hey, do you want to have a party with me? And I know you're not like that, but
We got Justin Purnell, JP, Chip Disharam, 4th place. Followed by Brian Bazell, DJ Weltmeyer. Stacy Bedard starting his first race with us in 7th. And Steven in 8th. Travis Zudema, Rhett Tucker, your top 10. Craig Clementon, Rick Greenaway, Chase Sauford, Spencer Sauford, your 13th and 14th position. Dustin Covington, Ryan Wilson, Philip Martin, and I know it says Adam, but we all know it's Andy. Andy Lambert. And Chris Mefford is going to be shotgun. This should be a really exciting race, as I said. Pace car is going to take a couple of laps around the track. Let's see if we can get our leader here, as it's all trying to straighten itself out here. And pace car is in, so they're going to round this corner, wait for the green flag to drop, and they are going to go, go, go. Here we go. 50 laps. And they're already taking it 4 wide. Coming around the corner onto the front stretch. Still fighting for first position. Trying to straighten it all out. It looks like my starting lineup was all kinds of incorrect, so I apologize for that. We'll try and straighten that out as we go. Chip Disharon is your leader, followed by Rhett Tucker and Troy Radford. And we are under caution already. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Looks like maybe something happened with Spencer. We'll see if we can go back a little ways here and see what happened.
right? Because sometimes the thought.
Well, we missed it. We missed it. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like he might have been involved. The pace laps here are going to go awful quick. There's no question about that. A little half-mile track, so it doesn't take long to get around them, even at pace speed. Looks like something may have happened with Pat. He's blinking pretty bad. Some sort of connection issue, maybe. And pace car dives in again, around the corner, and up to speed we'll go. Here they go, unleashing the horsepower. See if that inside line has enough to hold Rhett Tucker off. It does. Ooh. Oh. And Troy just got absolutely dumped. Here comes the pace car again. Well, we'll line it up. See if we can get more than a lap or two under green. These guys are just excited. And short track racing.
It's amazing I didn't burn myself. Yeah, this was my first application and I had no blow dryer and I had no heater because I don't blow dryer here. And I was like, I thought it was being super clever. It was like, oh my gosh, I know something that makes me halogen burn light. So Carrie got very nervous and said, I'm burning the bag. I know. So anyway, I think that this,
And the lights are off on the pace car, so we're going to have about 20 miles to see who can win, see who can stay out of the fray, and see who can make the cars turn the best. That's really what it's going to come down to. It's a good shot of the track right there. You can really see that indeed each turn is a little different. Pace car is in on the backstretch. And Chip's looking to bring him around. We'll give you this view to start this one. It's a good start. He launched it. Side by side. Chip and Troy, your 1 and 2 cars. Looks like Chip has got a little edge. He's got Rhett Tucker, who's trying to stay on the lead lap. Chip just says, "Excuse me, I've got someplace to be." And just like that, Rhett's a lap down. It looks like Chip is pulling away. Saw Andy Lambert get a little sideways off from that corner, but he straightened it out, no problem at all. And we're under yellow, yellow, yellow. And we've got, I can't really make that out, 96. I think that was Craig Covington. Yes, it was. And it looks like he took a tow, so he'll probably be done for the night. Yeah, we'll check in with some of the series admins. We got Andy Lambert. Andy's sitting in top 5 still, so he's doing pretty well. Hopes to gain some more, I'm sure. Rick Greenaway's worked himself up to 8th position. That's a really nice job for him. And I don't know what's going on with Pat. I think he's still having computer issues because it's not letting me click on him. Back up front to your leader. Looks like we're going to have about 30 laps to go when this thing goes back to green. Troy Radford sitting there in second place. So far, he's the current series points leader, followed by Andy Lambert and Travis Sudema. Rhett Tucker sitting 4th in points, so Rhett looks like he might be taking a little hit tonight. And Troy's sitting there in 2nd, salivating. He's last week's winner, just trying to get there one more time. Speaking of getting there one more time, it looks like we're about to go green again. And Chip puts a hammer down. And Philip Martin's trying to follow him through to hold on to that 2nd position. Martin's been having a good last couple of weeks. Meanwhile, Chip's pulling away. Let's take a look in on Andy, who's worked his way up to 4th position. Andy Lambert in the 32 car. Looks like these guys might be trying to settle it down a little bit. Mostly single file all the way back. It's Travis Sudema from Loose Lug Nuts making a guest appearance here. Oh, looks like we had a little something going on out back. Oh, and it's resulting in a big one. Let's see if we can go take a look at that. And for some reason, it's not letting me tonight. There it is right there. Did happen back towards the end of the pack here. See if DJ sees it better than I did. There it is. Definitely a big one. 5 cars collected in that. That is a shame. It's going to end some nights for some hopefuls out there. As we take a look overhead. Take a little run through the field. Looks like Rhett's worked his way back up to 11th. Maybe he's not done yet. Chris Mefford, he was involved in that last one, along with a few other cars. Looks like Craig Covington was involved. He's coming into pits. Yeah, looks like maybe we'll be going back to green here pretty soon. We'll get back up with the leader chip. Sure enough, pace car's coming in. Let's see what kind of jump he can get. And it's another good one. Martin tried to keep up with him, but started a little too soon, had to back off. That gives Disheron a chance to get a nice run up onto the backstretch. Oh, and they're stacking up again. Meanwhile, the top five is breaking free of the rest of the pack. There's your top five right there. Disheron, Martin, Radford, Lambert, and Covington. There's your top five. Take into the cockpit of Martin's. You can see how hard he's turning into these corners. Slow is fast here. No question about that. And we are under caution again. Ladies and gentlemen, Rhett Tucker has worked his way back up to 6th place. I don't think he's done for the night. I think he's a man on a mission. Laps are winding down. Let's see what we've had so far. Looks like 5 cautions for 21 laps. Not the cleanest these guys have gone, but this is a tough track. We did kind of expect that coming into it. A lot of the reason is there's more than one line that you can drive, but one line sometimes leads into the next one, especially how tight these cars are. They just don't like to turn. So in the corners, if you push up and there's somebody there, you're in it. And here we go again. 11 laps to go. 11. And if you thought they were pushing hard before, they're pushing even harder now. They know it's almost done. Oh, Martin off the wall. He's giving the bumper a little bit to Chip, saying, hey, I might be a little faster than you if I can get by you. Oh, Lambert takes a slide. That may cause a yellow, but not yet. Right, Tucker, with that slide from Andy, has moved up to 4th place. And he's looking for more. And the yellow finally does come out. Looks like we had a couple of cars between Andy blocking the pits, and I think we had another one over in turn 1 and 2.
I wish my cats don't come up my desk, which is nice. They like to, my cat, Callie wants to try to nibble on my feet, so I feed her. I saw that bumper. I saw you.
Well, we got 6 laps. I think we're going to have a couple of laps under green to go. This could really be an exciting finish. They need to be careful, though. One more wreck, and that's the end of the race. So make your move, but make it safe.
Well, okay, so we will plan to meet in week after next.
It's been everything I thought it was going to be. It's been a very exciting race. There's been some accidents. We knew that was going to happen. These cars do push. I don't think there's anything that they're doing wrong. It's just short track racing.
Right down 8:30, just as we keep watching things for the kids. We're in the middle of the flash. CW show. Yeah. It's decent.
The lights are off on the pace car, so when they come back around... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Lights are still on. Oh, boy. This is going to be a shootout.
But it's funny. This name is Iris West, and Evelina is dating, although she's not allowed to date until she gets to high school.
Now, lights should go out this time. They'll cross over and get it going. Lights are out on the pace car. When it comes to the back stretch, it'll pull in. This will be the last time that it's going to pull in for the night. Wreckers or checkers, it's going to happen. Pace car is in. They're going to come around that corner. And the decision to go is all on Chip. And here he goes. 2 laps to go. And they're around. They're around, and that's going to cause the yellow flag to come out. That should be the end of the race. And we'll let that pace car pick them up, get them sorted out. We'll know the finishing order. Well, that was about as exciting as I thought it was going to be. These guys really went after each other. And it looks like after falling way, way back, Rhett Tucker comes back to third. Looks like Chip's going to take that win home. Philip Martin's going to be in second. I know it doesn't say it now, but it will. They pile them all into the pits. That was a heck of a race. So last week's winner ends up in third after some early bad luck on his behalf. And it looks like Philip Martin ended up taking the win. He burned the house down. That's great for him. So a little correction there, Philip Martin.
Okay, well, we'll talk later. Okay. Bye, honey.
Was your race winner. Let's take a look at the results. So Philip Martin, Chip Desharoon, Rhett Tucker, Troy Radford, Dustin Covington, your top 5, Brian Bizzell, Travis Zudema, Spencer Sofford, Stephen Miserelli, and Stacey Bedard. That's your top 10. Followed by Chris Mefford, Rick Greenaway, Andy Lambert, Greg Covington, DJ Wetmeyer, Justin Pinnell, Ryan Wilson, Chase Sofford, and Patrick actually never ran a lap. He just didn't have internet connection tonight, he told me. Well, let's throw a little commercial up and we'll see if we can get some of these guys to talk to us. We'll be right back with you. So I think we're going to try and get Troy in here to see if he can talk to us about his third place finish. How about it, Troy? This is Chris up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, Chris. How you doing, man?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm doing a lot better now that we can finally talk after a race. You kind of got robbed last week. Tell me about your race.
That was a good solid race. A little bit of bad luck right there at the end. I had a good run coming off of 2, and Red, I think, just got me by a fingernail right when that caution came off. But I would have, it was a good run, good clean run.
That's great. Anybody you want to thank out there tonight?
I'd just like to thank my family for letting me do this. It's tough with time and everything, so I'm glad I got to.
Yeah, amen, bud. We all do spend a little bit much time on this thing. Well, hey, I wanted to say congratulations to you again.
Hey, thank you much.
And that was Troy, who ended up coming in 4th. But I had to get to him because last week he had some mic problems, and I really wanted to talk to him. So let's see if we can get your race winner up here. How about it, Philip? You have a copy. This is Chris up in the booth.
Yeah, Chris, I got you.
Hey, bud. Congratulations.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I mean, we didn't get too many long green flag runs there, but definitely a lot of fun. I like that little place.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You've been catching my eye here. I'm going to start having to call you Mr. Consistent. The last week, you've had a great, great week. Anything you can attribute that to, or just luck of the draw?
Luck of the draw, you know. I mean, most of these league races are pretty clean for the most part, and I had a bad break at Southern National. I just got a lap down there early on, and just kind of struggled from there. And I got caught up in a wreck, and then went to Oxford. And I kind of like those little driver tracks where you got to be patient and work the car a little bit, and those are a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, it was a lot of fun watching you. We were wondering if you were going to get by Chip or not, but you ended up doing it, so congratulations again.
Thank you very much. I was worried about, restarting on the high side, but I felt like I had a good chance if I could just time it right, and finally got the timing right, and it counted, you know.
Yeah, no, it looked really good. It looked like you had a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Looking forward to tomorrow and Thursday.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow night with the late models, Thursday with those circuit trucks. That'll be great. All right, Phil, I'm going to put you back down, but congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank everybody to, putting on these league races and the broadcasting. That's kind of cool, too. You get to watch it again at the end and kind of relive it, so it's a lot of fun.
And I think we're going to take one more. I know he didn't have the finish that he was looking for, but I'm going to grab Andy Lambert and just see what happened. Because I know he ended up on pit road, but I didn't see how it happened exactly. Andy Lambert, Chris up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. So I saw you ended up in the pits. I don't exactly know how you got there. Can you tell me what happened?
Looks like contact from the 48. We went back and we looked at the replay. I was a little frustrated because I've been running up in the top 5 all night, and looks like he was trying to switch lanes to the outside, and his timing was a little off, and he made contact with my right rear bumper, which sent me spinning down, and I landed just right into the middle of the pit entrance.
Yeah, that was a bummer because you were definitely, top 5. I had you, I think, as high as 4th at one point, and who knows what could have happened, but that's short track racing.
Yeah, with Concord, I mean, you gotta expect that from this track, and I was hoping I could just finish in the top 5. Didn't work out that way, and it was kind of weird how it ended up sideways on pit road. One of the narrowest pit road entrances on iRacing. So I had to do some finagling to get out of there. Luckily, nobody had to pit. But hey, we'll come back next week and do it again.
There you go. All right, bud. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it for us here at Racing for a Cause, the hashtag RecRick Street Stock Series. Rick's coming home tomorrow. I can't wait to talk to him. He's had a good time in Florida, I hope. And that's it. Have a great night, everybody.